Isn't it rich that The View is saying she got the job based on looks when DEI is all about based on looks?
They really don't like this woman. She's a good communicator. And so Joy Behar just offered her analysis on why Leavitt was picked for
The popular daytime talk show is now embroiled in a legal controversy that could spell disaster for its future after its host's recent remarks about Karoline Leavitt, the youngest White House press Aryan in history, put them at the center of a media firestorm. Now, with a massive lawsuit hanging over their heads, things are looking grim for the outspoken panelists. The View has always been known for its fiery debates and bold opinions, but in a shocking turn of events, the host may have gone too far this time.
Trump, I was stunned and amazed by his new White House spokeswoman today. She's actually the youngest ever in that.
It all started when Joy Behar, who never backs down from a fight, said something that many are describing as overtly misogynistic. She's probably been put in there because Donald Trump says she's a 10. Behar said during a heated debate regarding Leavitt's first press appearance. That's what it is, you know. The comment, which minimized Leavitt's appointment to her attractiveness and disregarded her qualifications, went viral very fast. As social media erupted, many people accused Behar of being hypocritical and nasty. Abuse is meant to support women in positions of authority, after all.
Karoline Leavitt is the press secretary at the White House, doing a great job. Such a great job that the ladies of The View feel the green monster coming upon them.
However, Behar wasn't the only one who made disparaging remarks. Leavitt was also targeted by Whoopi Goldberg, who criticized her comments regarding wokeness in her initial briefing. Goldberg passionately asserted that she wouldn't even have the job if it weren't for the very wokeness that Leavitt criticized.
Without that wokeness, you might not have that job.
Yeah.
Because women were not invited to that table.
Goldberg continued her fervent tirade by accusing Leavitt of not comprehending her own words and urging her to refrain from using the term altogether. The retaliation was severe and quick. Although the show frequently advocates for women's empowerment, some criticized the viewpoint as hypocritical, pointing out that its hosts had no difficulty discrediting a poor, young, successful woman based only on her political membership. Comments denouncing the double standard flooded social media. One commenter stated that a Republican would be crucified if they said something like this about a leftist woman. Joy Behar and Whoopi Goldberg should be ashamed of themselves. Another added, Karoline Leavitt's qualifications, not her appearance, have brought her to this position. However, the dispute didn't stop there. When it became known that Leavitt had sued The View for defamation, things drastically changed. Insiders claim that the lawsuit alleges that the hosts made defamatory and hurtful comments that damaged her reputation in the workplace. The fine, which is reportedly in the millions, is really astounding. Additionally, the lawsuit has already sent shockwaves through the daytime television industry, even though it is still pending. The hosts of The View had to rush to repair the damage after being confronted with this legal nightmare. In an apparent attempt to lessen the fallout, they apologized tearfully on air earlier this week for leaving it. Behar's voice was shaking as she added, "We sincerely apologize for our comments and any hurt they may have caused." Even Goldberg seemed moved when he said, "We should have celebrated her accomplishments, not diminished them." Even if the apology was dramatic, many viewers weren't convinced. Some questioned the host's sincerity of regret and accused them of simply apologizing because of the lawsuit. They don't regret their words. One viewer said, "They're sorry they got caught." Perhaps the apology came too little, too late. Due of the lawsuit's financial burden and reputational harm, there are now rumors that The View may be canceled. According to insiders, the show's producers are frantically trying to figure out how to save the show, and tensions are reportedly running high behind the scenes. In an attempt to rescue the show, some are even suggesting that Joy Behar, who has long been a contentious character on it, might be fired.
Karoline Leavitt, she's just 27 years old, but boy, was she giving it to the Trump haters in her first White House briefing.
Rumors of a personal conflict between Behar and Leavitt are stoking the flames. According to people familiar with the matter, Leavitt was extremely offended by the remarks and has no plans to change his mind. The situation for the troubled host is further complicated by reports that she is expressly considering taking further legal action against Behar. Behar, however, is reportedly incensed over the criticism and believes she is being singled out unfairly. According to an insider, Joy is doubling down behind the scenes. She blames everyone else for the aftermath, even though she doesn't believe she did anything wrong. Karoline Leavitt has maintained her composure in public, but according to sources, she is discreetly speaking with media and legal counsel to make sure her version of events is understood. According to some rumors, Leavitt might even utilize this circumstance as a launching pad to increase her media presence.
Karoline Leavitt isn't just making headlines, she's also rewriting history. At 27, the New Hampshire native has become the youngest White House press secretary ever.
She might start her own podcast or media project to draw attention to problems that young political workers face. He's not merely protecting her. According to an insider, she is developing a brand. For her, this might be the beginning of something much more significant. In the meanwhile, Joy. According to reports, Behar's close circle counseled her to refrain from speaking out about the matter anymore. However, it is said that she is resisting a source claims that Behar is upset at being presented as the antagonist and believes Leavitt is taking advantage of the circumstance to gain publicity. Despite Behar's reputation for voicing her opinions, this time it's backfiring.
Bang, Rowan, I couldn't do that at 27. No nonsense, straight to the point, courage, detail.
She doesn't appear to understand how bad this is for the program and her reputation. Behar and the other co-hosts, who are reportedly annoyed by the continuous disputes, may be growing estranged as a result of this friction. The widening gap within the vision itself is making things more difficult. Former Trump assistant and current co-host Alyssa Farah Griffin has reportedly expressed disapproval of the way the matter was handled. The panelists are reportedly engaged in a civil war behind the scenes, with Griffin calling for a more polite and fair tone going forward and Behar and Goldberg doubling down on their divisive comments. To put it mildly, the dynamic on set is strained. This case has the potential to totally destroy the group if it continues.
Staunch Trump loyalist and unapologetic Gen Z conservative Leavitt's sharp rhetoric and bold social media presence have already made...
There's more drama to come. Whoopi Goldberg's remarks regarding likeness have also drawn criticism. Many thought her comments were outdated and patronizing, especially in light of Leavitt's stellar resume. Leavitt, who is only 27 years old, has already balanced her roles as a new mother and worked as an assistant press secretary for Kayleigh McEnany, the communications director for Representative Elise Stefanik, and a pivotal player in Donald Trump's email 2024 campaign. At the age of 27, she has accomplished more than most individuals do in their whole lifetimes. As one social media user pointed out, Boopies need to be supporting her rather than disparaging her. His handling of the situation, in my opinion, has only improved her standing. She didn't hold back in a recent interview describing The View, host's comments as pathetic and stating that she wouldn't be frightened. Instead of concentrating on the things I'm supporting, they felt the need to attack me personally, which I believe is unfortunate. She remarked, many have praised her for her poised and self-assured manner, referring to her as a role model for young women worldwide. As the dust settles, The View's future is still up in the air. The show's reputation has surely suffered, and the legal dispute with Leavitt still looms large. As viewers become weary of the contentious rhetoric that has come to characterize programs like The View, some are even wondering if the debate could spell the end of daytime television as we know it. According to one media observer, this might be a watershed moment. More accountability is being demanded by viewers, and shows that don't change risk going extinct. The show's hosts themselves are becoming the target of criticism. There has been a lot of criticism directed at Joy Behar in particular, with many viewers demanding her departure. Critics contend that she is harming the show and that her comments were inappropriate. In a similar vein, Whoopi Goldberg is also being pressured to resign, despite the fact that some people think her remarks were less offensive than Behar's. In the meantime, focus has turned to Karoline Leavitt, who has emerged as a prominent political figure. There is broad support for her move to let new media voices into the White House press briefing room. This action is seen by many as a daring step towards democratizing information access. Her reputation has been further cemented by observers who have observed her ability to effect these adjustments with poise and confidence. There is little doubt that the drama between The View and Karoline Leavitt is far from over as this story develops. Is this the start of the end for one of the most recognizable shows on daytime television, or will the show survive the fallout? What implications does the controversy have for American political discourse going forward? Time will tell, but one thing is certain. This is a narrative that will continue to be discussed for a long time to come. What are your thoughts? Do the hosts deserve another opportunity, or should The View be canceled for its divisive comments? Furthermore, is Karoline Lee simply another divisive character in a field already split, or is she the future of political communication? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more updates on this developing story.